Titan Speakerman was not always like this. This is Origin Sad Story of Titan Speakerman. Once upon a time, there was a young biogenetics student named Steve. Steve had a scholarship to the best university in the country. His grades were very good, and his future was very bright. But his social life was not good, and he did not get along with other people. He loved genetics and spent all his time working in the laboratory. His work was appreciated by professors. Steve wanted to improve human genetics. He dreamed of a world without diseases. Steve's thesis was about improving human genetics and creating a disease-free species. Steve's work caught the attention of the world, not just at school. There was a company called Anko that was contributing to humanity with its work in biogenetics. Anko offered Steve a job to do their research together. Steve accepted this offer because it was a good opportunity for his dreams. Steve continued his work in the laboratory and made an important discovery for human history. According to the results of the experiment, it was possible to combine the genetics of humans and objects and create a new species. Steve shared the results of the research with the company executives. Steve thought the experiment could be dangerous, but he trusted the company. The company and Steve continued their research, but the company was hiding something from Steve. Experiments on animals had started. They wanted to combine animal genes with objects. Many animals have had their lives cut short by experiments. Steve opposed these experiments and wanted them to stop. Company executives said it was important for humanity. Steve wanted to find another way. But Anko decided to fire Steve. Steve was shocked because all his research had been cut short. Then Anko announced to the world that it had discovered a new species called the Skibidi Toilet. This creature had the body of a toilet and the head of a human being. But these creatures were not human because they could not speak. Anko opened a park that was like a zoo but with Skibidi toilets on display. Ticket prices were very expensive, but people came from all over the world to see the Skibidi toilets. Anko made a lot of money from this. Steve suspected the company of being responsible for the appearance of the Skibidi toilet. One night he snuck into the company. He went into the executive room and found a secret file. It said that orphaned refugee people were being turned into Skibidi toilets. Skibidi toilets were actually human beings, and Steve had caused this. Steve walked stealthily to the lab. In the lab, a man was tied to a bed, and they were injecting him with something. They were turning him into a Skibidi toilet. Steve went into the lab and tried to stop them. The security forces grabbed Steve and tied him up. The doctors decided to turn Steve into a Skibidi toilet so he wouldn't tell anyone. They injected Steve with a liquid, but the doctors made a mistake.
Oh no!
They injected Steve not with toilet genes but with speaker genes. Steve started to turn into a gigantic creature. He destroyed everything and everyone there. Steve was no longer a human. He was a Titan Speakerman.